Alright, so what's up guys? Today we're gonna talk about how to record freestyles, how to record punch-ins, how to record raps in Logic Pro. A lot of people that follow me are also artists as well, so they want to know how they can record their own music, their own songs in Logic Pro. I'm not gonna really talk about the general problems of a Logic Pro X user. This song is called Miss Potato Head in my album out now, Hopeless Romantic, out in Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere, link in description. Yeah, today you're gonna learn how to punch in, how to freestyle, and how to make a full song, honestly. So what you wanna do whenever you freestyle, the biggest thing is the creative process. You don't wanna mess up the creative process. As the artist, you want every idea to just flow, get out fast, and before you forget it. So you have to be fast. Our brains usually take 5 seconds to forget something. So whenever you think of an idea, you will forget that idea in like the next 5 seconds. So you have to write it down or keep thinking it. So you normally want to have one track. So let's say the beat's already done. If you didn't make the beat, let's say the beat is one track. Whenever you open up Logic Pro for the first time, it will ask you if you want to create a new empty project, or what do you want to do. So if you create a new empty project, right here, audio input is where your mic goes. Wherever the microphone is, click it. For me, it's input 2. And then output, you want to make sure it goes output 1 and 2, because that's like left ear, right ear, 1 and 2. Interface or other speakers, that's where you want to like put, because output is what the DAW, digital audio workspace, aka Logic Pro X, is gonna give me the output. So if I press a key piano, that's in, out is what I hear. Right here in the number of tracks, where you want to have as many tracks of what you're setting up. So input 2, I want to have 2 tracks, let's say. If I click create, there's going to be 2 tracks of the same exact thing. Whenever you click here, you can select software instrument or an external MIDI, a guitar, drummer, and an audio. But whenever you drag the beat, drag and drop, I normally put it in the top because organizing. That's it. Let's say that's the beat, and this is where you would want to have recording, right? I just click rec. That's the track that I'm gonna record everything. So anything, that's where it's gonna be recorded, and then underneath that that's where you're gonna build the whole session. So let's say I want to have this as, and then I'm gonna record my hook, place it down right here. Let's say this is the hook, the audio recorded, right? And I want to keep that and punch in for the next one. So I'll put this down here, and then I'll punch in right here, click here, record, and just record on this track. And then you just record on this track, and then you build the session underneath all the recordings. That's how you're gonna record. You're gonna have a track dedicated just for recording, button right here. It's gonna duplicate it. So it's gonna say Teyo hook, rap, and then put it here. So you're building, and then you just do the same thing over and over and over again. I'm just showing you guys how I do it, and I've been doing this for years now. Let's say all these are audios that you're recording. So as you're recording in this big track, the main track, record, you put it down. You don't like it, re-record until you like something, you put it down. Once you have the main vocals, you kind of want to just add ad-libs. Do the same thing, change the name, boom, Teyo ad-libs, Teyo hook, and then record the ad-libs, put this as the ad-libs. Let's say the ad-libs go like this, right? Ad-libs down here. So all this is gonna be ad-libs. This is gonna be punch in, punch in, punch in, punch in, punch in, punch in, and punch in. And that's when you make a verse or a hook. I feel like that's the easiest way I found, that you can just punch in, punch in, punch in, and kind of keep everything organized and build the song as you go. To save time, you can have presets. So if you go here and you go down here, you make the channel strip that you like. So let's say I want to add a compressor, and then I want to add, I don't know, a spreader. You go in settings, and then you go on save channel strip setting as. You click there. It's gonna ask you what name do you want to have it as, and then you just put hook, ad-libs, rap, I don't know, anything you want, deep voice, muffled voice, telephone effect, and then you click save, and it's gonna save it. So whenever you want to save time, it's because freestyling, like I said, is all about trying to catch the good ideas in time before they fade away from your mind. So you want to be very efficient with your time and your program, so it can benefit your ideas that are coming out your head and your freestyle and your song in general. So let's go back to my other song. I made the beat, so this is just a sample, but let's say this track is the beat. The beat is on the top. This one is gonna be called recording, because that's what I was talking about. And the bottom ones is just Teyo, double says right here. As you can see, I have a double, and then underneath that I have another Teyo. I didn't name it. It's probably a double as well. You can also color them and to make it easier in your session. I don't do that because as I go, I just my mind goes faster than my mouth sometimes, and I am my own engineer, so I have to catch every idea on time and make sure it sounds right and make sure I have some backups just in case. As when I go back to mixing, I can check those backups and see which one's the best one so I can use in the final song, in the final mix. You can change the colors by selecting the track, click Option C or Alt C, Option C, and then right here you can change any color. I want a orange. Make the hook orange. And then so I know this is gonna be, you know, just main tracks. And then this song doesn't really have a hook per se, so this is basically just like me just spitting. The ad-libs, I just put them down here. I didn't change the name because when you make a song, you don't really want to be stuck in like, oh, let me change the name to those two ad-libs and then forget the next line I wanted to rap on, you know, because I'm not an engineer, I'm a rapper. I just engineer because I'm not gonna pay $100 an hour someone to do this when it's pretty simple in a way, you know what I mean? Obviously in the future, when I get more complicated mixes, I will pay for someone and I will have someone dedicated to that certain job. But for now, I have to do what I have to do. No, so this is the doubles. This is the ad-libs right here. I didn't change the name.
Shoes, across the world, and you like that too. Also giving love to the people that hope that too. Showing love when I'm writing.
A really smart way to freestyle on Logic Pro X that you can punch in. There's a lot of rappers that do that, like Babytron, 21 Savage, I believe he does it a lot. I can hear it whenever. Oh, Juice WRLD, he did that a lot. JC, he did that a lot. Juice WRLD, I remember even hearing his songs, you can hear sometimes him punching in and not having a fade in the beginning of the voice is because you punched in. After this line, I want to say something right there, and I don't want to record it right after I'm done with like where my voice starts. I want to record it a little bit before that. As you guys can see, if I stretch it out, I have some nothingness recorded, so I can at least cut it out and have that. Click T, A, which is my fade tool. If you click T, that's when this shows up, and when you click A, or if you go down to fade tool, that's the fade tool. So your mouse now is a fade tool. So if you bring the mouse over an audio clip, it's gonna show that fade like little sign. If you click like that, if you hold it, let go, it's gonna make a little fade sign right here. So if I wanted to make it smaller, larger, but I just always want to have it before my vocal hits, before the next line starts, so you have some room to have like fading in there and you can add some fading. So yeah, whenever you're done with your song and you have all your lyrics, your ad-libs, you considerably want to put them down a little bit. I normally put them like, you can start at -5 and you can go lower if you want, however it sounds with your main vocals in the actual beat. Remember that your voice is an instrument. You don't want to put your vocals on top of the beat, because then it's gonna sound like an audiobook and there's a background music, you know what I mean? You want to make a song. You're gonna want to level the vocals a little bit higher than your ad-libs, but not too higher than the beat. And you also want to like put everything together, so like, you know, that's mixing. Whenever you find the sweet spot, you have to select. So this right here above is like a, I don't know, like a loop marker. Whatever you have selected underneath that loop marker is gonna bounce. So, or export or render. You go on bounce, click project or section, and it's gonna bounce everything that you have underneath this yellow like marker. But yeah, like and subscribe if I at least helped out a little bit. Watch all my other videos because I talk about more stuff in depth. And yeah, peace out guys, love you.